Welcome back to Apex Alchemy. Today we have a Kershaw monitor. I've had a range of emotions about these four knives that have come out. The Heist, the Covenant, I think is what it's called, Covenant, the Iridium, and the monitor. When they were first introduced, I was actually kind of excited. I was like, well, that's cool, like they're getting an access lock, and it'll be something different, to bring to the table. And I went through that emotion, and like D2, it's a $50 knife, like I think the Iridium's a little bit, I think it's the most expensive one. And then I heard somebody at Kershaw talk about the DuraLock system and how it was the latest and greatest and newest technology that they had developed, and they're excited to introduce it to their customers. I bought this knife and then I went through that emotion because I was like, it's an access lock, and it's okay. The patent's expired. Everybody's using one, but I kind of went through the emotion.
You really invent this technology.
No, that's Leslie Ace's design, and I mean, every knife that we can come up with is borrowing technology from somebody else. Chris Reeves invented the frame lock. Sal Glasser invented the pocket clip. Leslie Aces invented the access lock. Just about every knife is going to pay homage to somebody, and we expect that. That's fine. It's an innovative community. Once we have permissions to use things, we can use it and call it whatever we want to call it, and they haven't done anything illegal. It's just the way the terminology was shared with the audience. It kind of sounded like they were taking credit for coming up with the way of locking a knife, like a new system, like it's something different, like it's brand new and it's innovative, like it hadn't been out for 20 years.
Different for Kershaw.
Yeah, and it is brand new to Kershaw, and there's nothing, and congratulations, I used to love the access lock. I'm not too crazy about it anymore, but I took a quick look inside. And it's riding on a I'm sorry. It's it's operating off of a mega spring. One thing I'll give it credit for is when you pull the bar back. Let's see if I can capture this in camera. Not really in focus. Nick Edwards strop here. When you pull the bar back on one side, the whole bar goes back evenly, and I am glad to see that. So thicker. No, it's not a thicker Omega spring. I mean, if it is, it's it's going to require a mic or a caliper to measure it. So I mean, I had the negative emotions about the knife.
Yeah.
So I knew I had to buy one to check it out, even though I really, it's not something I want in my collection. If you or the son like it, cool. If not, then, we can throw it, in on the 1,000 sub giveaway when we go live, for our celebration. When we reach that milestone. The knife may be irrelevant by then, but it'll just be up to the subscribers, the new subscribers.
Yeah, I don't think personally I would pick this one to carry out of the other options I have. But
I can't beat the knife up. It feels good in hand. It's got D2 blades still. It's got a very nice thin blade stock. I haven't looked at any of the numbers. It's got a feels hollow, but it not not very steep hollow. Like it's either yeah, it's definitely hollow. It may go flat, but it starts hollow. Anyway, I can't beat the knife up for what it is, because what it is a budget knife.
Mm-hmm.
That's $50 or 56, 58, something like that. It's got a deep carry pocket clip. It doesn't get any deeper than this. If you wear spandex pants with spandex pockets, if you don't have good pants, like some of those pants are hundreds of dollars, but if you don't have good pants for a pocket knife, your pocket is it's gonna roll into the end.
Yep.
I don't have that problem. I wear Ariats, and they're thick, so like they won't.
Most of my jeans would have that problem.
Yeah, most guys' jeans will too.
Yeah.
Now
most of them are mostly a stretch.
I don't want
Combination.
right, and I don't want to make this too negative, because I like the design of the knife. It feels good in the hand. I just kind of wish it was presented in a different light. You know, like whenever it would be like, to me it would be really cool if like when another brand like decides to borrow a patent that's run out, if they were like, like Axis Lock was a very innovative lock. We're
waited patiently to be able to use it.
That's right, man, and and pay some proper respect. And I'm a Kershaw fan over a Benchmade fan.
Yeah,
you know that. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, if like Dave said whenever he was showing his knife collection, he was like, if it says it all. If you count what I voted with
your money,
with my money, I've got more Medfords than anything else combined, or anything else, any other one brand. So like Kershaw ZT, love them. Mm-hmm. Just kind of wish they would have went about it a little differently. And the reason why is because they're very quick to start litigation
on somebody else.
Yeah.
Even if it's not something that's patented in their name, right? That wasn't a patent, right?
The subframe lock that Microtech did on that knife, the Matrix, and I think the Dock, that was a Strider knife that Microtech did. That it was a patent design. Microtech, like Kershaw, they filed litigation, and that Microtech Microtech was ordered to cease and what do they call it? Cease and desist. So they had to quit production on the Matrix. They were able to find a different way to attach the steel frame lock to an aluminum frame and continue making what they wanted to make in a way that Kershaw wasn't doing it. And maybe that patent hadn't run out. Maybe that was a new patent, and like, I don't know, man, because I don't have enough time to look everything up. It's just like, if you're gonna be the type of person to like cry
when someone uses your stuff,
yeah, like, then when you start using somebody else's stuff, you should give them full credit. Mm-hmm. But that's just how I feel about it. There's nothing wrong with the knife. The knife itself is made very well. It's I believe this is FRN or GFN.
That would probably be about the only negative I had on it, is I don't really like the feel of that handle material.
It feels cheap. It does.
I know it's a cheap knife, but it kind of feels toyish.
I wanted to get the Iridium, and I'll tell you why I didn't. I knew I'd like it. I like, it was when I saw the Iridium, I was like, I'm gonna like that one. And so like, also I couldn't find a store that had both knives that I wanted to order in them at the same time. But like, I didn't go out of my way to pick up the Iridium. So like, I got the monitor over the Heist, because the Heist was the first one. And what does Heist mean?
Stealing.
don't it though? And you're like, and that to me that was just kind of a slap in the face itself. It was like, but maybe Benchmade did something to Kershaw at some point, and this is like a payback or a get back or something. I don't know, man. I mean, leave all the drama out of it. First impressions, it's it seems like it's a good feeling knife. There's, it functions fine. It's very smooth in action. I love the fact that it has a flipper tab. I think this is the only one that has a flipper tab. I may be wrong about that. I really wish it had thumb studs because, like, over the years that I've carried Axis Lock knives, I flip it down, and that's exactly where my thumb wants to go to open it back up again. Like if I'm fidgeting, like so, going from frame to close to frame to close, it requires readjusting the hand a little bit more. But first impressions is, I believe the knife is made well and it's worth the money. And there's plenty of stuff here to like about the knife. And we can leave it at that. If you happen to watch this video and you made it this far, excuse me, this will be part of the package for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. If my son falls in love with it, then we'll just get him one.
Yeah.
But we will set this in the safe, and it'll sit there until we get 1,000 subscribers. I know, man. It seems like it could be a very long time, but the way I see it, some of these knife channels get 1,000 subscribers a day. And if we're doing things right, then we could. I don't expect to get 1,000 subscribers a day, but like. No. Like getting 1,000 subscribers in a month is not impossible. Like if our algorithm starts picking up and stuff, it could be no time that we hit 1,000. And so like we're putting together our 1,000 subscriber package as we speak. We're gonna go live to do that. It won't be as soon as we hit 1,000 because I don't want people to leave after the giveaway and the video will no longer be public.
Right.
So we'll have to have a little bit of padding there for people who are just going to show up for the giveaway and then cut out, because I want that video to remain public. So we will, the 1,000 subscriber celebration live video will be probably at closer to 1,100 subscribers is when we'll actually give them away. We're also working on a 1,500 subscriber giveaway package. And of course, to remind people, we have the 500 subscriber giveaway, and which is the Kershaw CQC 11K and D2. You choose whether you want a new one or you want mine out of my personal collection. And then we have next Friday is the end date for the Hinderer. So we got plenty of stuff going on.
Just got to reach.
Just need to reach some audience and get our algorithm back on track. So that's it for this knife. Sorry, I know the video is long. I had some feelings, and I don't want you to hate Kershaw. I'm not asking anybody to feel the way I feel. I went through a range of emotions with these knives, and like I wanted to get that out there. Like I'm not gonna rip the knife apart. It's made well. Like I'm not trying to destroy anybody. I'm not mad. I'm not pissed off. I'm just, I kind
of sit sour with you.
Yeah, it just kind of sit sour with me. And there's a lot of knife drama out there nowadays, man. And we'll get into some of that later. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the flip side.